Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a nice stretchy flow. My arms are a bit sore, my abs are feeling it, and my legs. So we're going to start this one in wide-legged child's pose. So go ahead and meet me there. Taking the knees to the outer edges of the mat, toes come towards each other and send those hips back. Slowly we can walk the hands forward. Slowly bringing our forehead to the mat. And just feeling into how you feel right now. Grounding down, taking a few nice steady inhales and exhales here. Making sure that we're filling that belly up with air. We can tent on those left fingertips and thread this right arm under the left, coming into a slight variation of our thread the needle here. And just breathing and feeling that stretch through the shoulder. And gently we raise up. Place that right hand up, tenting those fingers, and left hand threads under that right. Coming back to the breath here. And gently we peel back, bringing that left arm back out front. Coming back through our wide-legged child's pose. And we're going to slowly roll forward into an up dog. And then we're going to come back into our child's pose. You can bring the knees closer together here if that feels good for you. Just rolling forward, getting our cat-cow motions in with the spine here. Going back and forth, really feeling it through the core. It should feel lovely, pulling the shoulder blades back. I'll do this one more time. And we'll all come up and meet in a downward dog. So slowly take your time getting there. Once you get there, we'll pedal the feet out, stretching through those hamstrings, those calf muscles. I'm going to come up onto those tiptoes and big bend through the knees, trying to get the belly to touch the thighs here will give us a beautiful stretch through the shoulders. Take the gaze forward, and we're slowly going to tiptoe our way to the top of the mat. And once you get here, we'll just land in our ragdoll forward fold. Taking a few rounds of breath here. One more round of breath. Next inhale brings us up, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way up to standing. Head and neck come last. Rolling those shoulder blades down the back body, palms face forward. Big smile on our face here. Releasing all of those things that no longer serve us. Shaking off all those tired muscles. We're going to shift our weight over into the left foot. Go ahead and bring that right knee up. Catch it with some interlaced hands here. Let's take the ankle rolls one way. And we'll reverse that roll and go the other way. Beautiful. Hug that knee into the chest. Big hug. And let's take that knee out to the side. Little opening here. Maybe bringing that left hand to your hip. You might feel a little better on the balance. You could also take it overhead if that helps. And then we're going to bring it around behind us, catching that foot, stretching through the hip flexor. So we're taking that pelvis and we're pointing it up. Knee points down. Finding that gazing point in front of us will help. One more round of breath here. And slowly we'll release it back down to the mat. Shift those hips left to right here before we hop over to the other side. Go and shift that way into that right leg, catching that left knee, and take those rolls one way. And roll that ankle the other way. Big hug of that knee into the chest here. And open it out to the side. Maybe right hand comes to right hip. Fabulous. Taking that leg behind us. Once again, making sure that pelvis is pointing up. Knee is pointing down. Outstanding job. Just continuing to pull that foot into that booty. Beautiful hip flexor and thigh stretch. And slow as ever, we release. Go and take those hips left to right. Beautiful. Next inhale, those arms go up and overhead. Want to take a big swan dive down, forward fold, halfway lift. Plant the hands and step the feet back into a plank. Take the gaze forward, lower down the knees and then the chest and the chin. Roll into our cobra. And everybody tucks those toes and we're going to push back. I'll meet downward facing dog. Just taking a nice pedal of those feet here again. We are in no rush, no power today. We're going to bring that right foot in between the hands, however you want to get it there. Lower down that back knee, untuck those toes. And on your next inhale, we'll come up, low lunge, arms overhead. Feeling into those hips. Beautiful. Hands come down to the mat, push back, half splits. Digging that right heel into the earth, pulling those toes back towards your face. Maybe a little fold, slight bend in that knee is always fabulous. Want to protect the knee joint always. One more round of breath here. Left hand will plant. We're going to roll back forward. Right hand goes up towards the sky. A little easy twist in this low lunge. Beautiful. Hand comes back down. We're going to heel toe that right foot to the outer edge of the mat, coming in for our lizard pose. Couple options here. You can come down onto your forearms. You could also take this right hand to this right knee. Give it a little pressure. Maybe allowing that foot to roll to the outer edge. Just a little gentle stretch. If you're down on those forearms, we're slowly going to come back up. Hands are going to plant. We're going to tuck those back toes, and we're going to step this right foot back to meet the left. Beautiful job. We're going to take this left foot in between the hands, lower down that back knee, and untuck those toes. Next inhale, we rise up, arms up and overhead, low lunge. Feel into those hips here. And slowly, hands come back to the mat. Push it back, half splits. Digging that heel down, pulling those toes back. Squaring off those hips. Slight bend in that knee is wonderful. Making sure that you're staying connected to the breath here. Slowly we roll back. Right hand plants. Left hand's going to sweep up. Beautiful. Gaze comes back down, heel toe in that foot, outside edge of the mat. And once again, we have these options. We can come down to the forearms here, or you can take this left hand to this left knee and leg, give it a nice little bit of gentle pressure, maybe coming on the outer edge of that left foot. Just finding what feels good here. Beautiful. Slowly we're coming back around. If you're down on your forearm, you can go and come up onto your hands slowly. Heel toe that foot back in. Tuck those back toes and send this left foot back to meet the right. I'm going to take a vinyasa so you can do your choice, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga up dog. Either way, we'll all come back and meet in a downward facing dog. We are in no hurry here today. Taking our time, finding what feels good to our bodies. We're going to slowly walk the hands back to the feet. Go ahead and plant that left hand in between the feet, right in front of them. Bend through that left leg and sweep that right arm up and overhead. Feeling this in that outer right IT band. Beautiful. Slowly come back down. Right hand replaces left. Right knee bends. Left hand goes up towards the sky. Beautiful, beautiful job. Slowly, hand comes back down to the mat. Heel toe those feet to the outer edge of the mat and sink those hips down. Coming in for our yogi squat. Hands at heart center, using those elbows to push against the knees. Chest lifts. Take a few rounds of breath here. Should be a nice stretch on these hips. And gently, we're going to sit our booties back. Go and send the left leg long. Right foot comes in the inner left thigh. Wrap this left arm around the right leg. Right arm up and over the rainbow to come behind us. Beautiful twist. 3 rounds of breath here. Beautiful. Slowly we'll come around, taking that counter twist to the left. Beautiful. Send that right leg long. Left tucks in beside that right thigh. Hug this left knee with the right hand. Left arm up and over that rainbow to come into our twist. 3 breaths here. Beautiful. And slowly come back around for that counter twist to the right. Wonderful job. We're going to come in for a wide-legged seat. If you want to grab a block, you can. We're just going to come for some stretchy of these legs. Once you get here, we're just going to take that nice rock right to left. And when that feels good, we're going to fold over our right leg. Just 3 breaths here. Slowly walk up and shift it over to the left side fold. Slowly we come up. We're going to plant this left hand in front of us, right hand up and overhead, coming in for our side stretch. Just reaching that right hand towards that left leg. Keeping the chest revolved open, gaze is up. Next inhale brings us up. Right hand plants, left hand up and over. Reaching towards that right side. Chest is open still, gaze is up. Next inhale brings us up. And we'll slowly walk the hands forward, just coming as far forward as we can, keeping the feet active. We want to pull the feet back. We don't want to allow them to come forward here. One more good round of breath here. Slowly we come up. We're going to come into cobbler, so bringing the feet together. Go ahead and give your feet a nice little massage here, opening up through the feet, letting them know that we care about them too. And when it feels good, you can fold over these feet, maybe using the elbows to push against the knees. And take one more full round of breath here. And we'll slowly peel up and we'll come to lay down on our backs. If you want to take a rock and roll, you can do that. If not, that's okay. Just coming onto your backs. Knees are pointed up. We're going to cross this right leg over the left. And then if it feels good, you can pick them up and you can either hug in those knees, grab those outer edges of the feet. Nice little shoelace pose here. Just a few rounds of breath. And gently we'll release those feet back to the mat. And we'll take that left leg over the right. Same thing, either pulling on those knees or grabbing for those outer edge of the feet. Choice is yours. Settling back down with the breath. Gently we unravel here. We're going to send that right leg out long, hug the left knee into the chest. We're coming in for a supine twist. So taking this left leg across the body towards the right side, coming onto that outer right hip. Left arm goes out long towards the left and your gaze goes towards that left hand. Making sure you're breathing into your belly here. Slowly coming back around. Taking the left leg out, hugging the right knee in. And taking it across the body, coming to that outer left hip. Right arm goes out long, gaze goes towards that right hand, maybe taking left hand to right knee. And coming back to those steady inhales into the belly and slow and controlled exhales. Very slowly coming back around. We're coming in for our Shavasana. So send those legs out long. Tuck those shoulder blades, palms face up here. You are marvelous. Way to go. Just settling here for just a moment. Slowly bringing the awareness back into the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe taking that big full body stretch before we roll into our fetal position. We're all going to meet in a comfortable seated position. We are in no hurry. Go ahead and bring the hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was much needed for you, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Of course, as always, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this flow and how you're liking this series so far. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.